Sanchez. We live from Philly. I got Norm Jones in here with me.
I'm here.
Tonight it's a little lit and hold on, you ain't got no special hello?
Nah, hello.
Not tonight?
What's up?
Oh, all right, we on board. Tonight we got a legend in the building with us.
Yes. Thank you,
Uptown
man. I
legend.
appreciate that.
State your name. So.
Oh man. They called me a little bit of everything, man, but I answered nothing except for Allah. So Cool is here, Vodka's here, Vodka Post Guy, and we getting it together, we building, man. And how I want to start is first and foremost appreciating y'all, for having me. That's from the gate, because I wouldn't be, the quote unquote legend that they call me if it wasn't for guys like y'all and females like us as a people of culture. So without y'all, then how can I be here to be able to explain my travels, and because of y'all giving me the opportunity to explain my travels, and y'all get to hear the game that I got for y'all, this could be beneficial to y'all in the future, some kind of way, for y'all future interviews, because I see big things for y'all, especially after this, because we work together, so I see big things for y'all. I see them seeing me on this show and them wanting to be a part of, y'all situation, because, the thing is this, people, they follow the word of mouth, so as long as y'all stay on your job and everything's good, it's a success.
So we're going to take it back a little bit.
Okay.
2002, Starlito's way drop. You and Cheek, y'all shook the whole city up, especially with your famous vodka, 3A, local, crazy.
That shit y'all too.
During 2002, during this year, right? When that DVD came out, what happened for y'all musically?
So
was it labels reaching out back then? Because this is before the internet. It's just like Big Star, and that's it right now. Young Bob is on like the come up. But like back then, it was you, the Sean Browns, the Monsters.
Okay, see what happens is
that DVD back then, I believe.
See what happens is this, right? In 2002, it was a different game. It was a different name of the game. In 2002, if I'm not, oh yeah, I had it on Smash, so to show off stuff. So okay, this was the DVD era. Okay, so how this came about was, I'm drinking at 40 at the playground one day, Roosevelt, and Big Star was recording somebody else about something. So, back then, it wasn't like a lot of social media things. It was a situation to where you had to have word on the street. So since my word on the street was strong, all I was doing was sitting there, getting high or whatever, and I see what's going on down a little far from where I was at Roosevelt School, So what happens next is this: somebody that know me that was getting the I think they were spitting or something for Star or whatever. Star was on his way up or whatever, the two rough issues. But I didn't know anything about Star. At this point in time, it was 2002. I had just graduated from high school. So at this point in time, I was in the streets. I was getting high. I was losing myself. So at this point in time, I don't care about nothing. All right, I'm high. Who cares? Where the money at? Where the drugs at? So at that point in time, a certain individual came up to me like, Rock, man, the Bull Star, he wants you to get some, he wants some footage of you or whatever. I'm like, all right, man, look, man, listen, go get me a beer and a pack of cigarettes or whatever.
This is fresh out of high school.
Listen, man, you know how
you always drunk beer?
So it's like, so what happens is this, is, that happens, so Star come up himself, and he show a little better respect. And he said, yo, man, I heard a lot about you, man. You mind if I get some footage of you, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing a little XYZ, boom, boom. So short story shorter, I'm like, all right, man, I got you, because, the young boy already, looked out for me for what I asked him for.
Right.
So, I give him anything. I show off,
About to show my soul.
So since I was in the pain that I was in, I didn't know show off was going to do what it did.
Right.
So what happens next is this. Show off did what it did.
Right.
But now, I'm high. I'm drunk. I'm arrogant because I'm hot. I'm in the streets. So who cares if I rap and all? So now that I'm booming, who cares to me, you know?
Right. So wasn't no labels really reaching out
So
like that?
so with that being said, once that happened, it's like I boomed so much, man. I boomed so much that a friend of mine, Poppy, gave the show off stuff that I did with Star to a gentleman named Catino Mobley. I don't know if y'all familiar with right. You're familiar with Catino Mobley. So he gives him the show off. Short story short, I fly to Houston. I live in a $4 million mansion. I got a maid, a chef, and a travel agent. I'm 20 years old. But I still get high, and I'm still...
Right.
I'm still me.
Shit.
Because I still don't care.
Right.
You know? So now, what happens is this. When you don't care, and you take advantage of what you don't even know you have, what happens is this. It'll get taken from you. So when it's taken from you, you don't see it get took because you so high on your horse. You arrogant. You know.
Feeling yourself.
So now, since I'm still a junkie, I live in a $4 million mansion with $2 beers in the refrigerator. Drinking all the liquor. Sleeping on pillows that was decoration I didn't know. The maid love me, chef love me. I'm spoiled. Living the life, you know. And since I was high, I thought it was mine. I thought I made it. I thought I was so hot that I made it. I'm here. But because I was blinded, I had that fog in my eye. I didn't see that then. So it was taken from me, so I didn't see the take. Short story shorter, we got burned out of almost $1 million.
Damn.
And what happens next is this. It didn't hurt what Cat was trying to do. Cat bounced a ball for a living.
Right.
He makes $780,000 every 2 weeks. So at that time.
Yeah.
So it didn't hurt him. It hurt what he was trying to do for the label that he was trying to build from the connect that I got, right? Mm-hmm. So now what happens is this. You get burnt for whoever chess moves messed up. You let certain people run your label and you bounce a ball. You ain't gonna see them either because you somewhere playing the Lakers. So what happens now? See, you always gotta know who you around, what you around, and when you around it. So since that wasn't known then, he ain't see the burn.
Right.
Of course you don't care about the burn. Because you bounce the ball.
Right.
So, short story shorter, we take the burn. I come back to Philly. He look out for me. Cat got a good heart. Shouts to Cat. Shouts to Catino Mobley. That was 2002. So that was 2002, 2000, or no, that was like 2003 by the time all this stuff is manifesting. All right, so that's 2003 to 2004. By 2005, I'm back in Philly, trying to get back from where I was at. See? You see the fall from being arrogant? That's why they say
That's what made you start going back to doing
gravity's a law. Mm-hmm. The laws of gravity.
Yeah.
What goes up,
Must come down.
and the faster that it goes up,
Could come down.
it comes down faster So short story short, what happens is this. I go down faster. And I catch her on robbery. Robbing an individual that I had more money than. Because I was still high. Off drugs, off myself, off the pain. Because how did I lose? And how did I go from here to here? So I come home in 2008. So, first thing I'm going to do is who's popping right now? Oh, Young Bob. Bob, put me on. I'm home. Ooh, shout out to Young Bob.
That's when he was down north in front of the joint.
Very good. Now you're starting to remember. So now what happens? Is this. You know, that happened. I start back booming again. You know, now I'm minding my business because I learned a little bit. But I still didn't learn. The fog was still in my eye. Still couldn't see. You still. So you mean to tell me you still couldn't see after what you learned? So you still didn't see from up so how fast you fell and why you fell? So what happens next is this. Remember, I'm arrogant and I'm high. So since I'm that and I don't see it, they send me halfway back to jail. So since they send me halfway back to jail, I have to start over again.
Let me pause you right quick. Let me skip a year. Let me go one more year up. 2009. You got something about 2009?
Yeah, 2009. I seen looked like it was a cipher, you, Beans, and Max B.
You hit World Star.
Yeah,
Okay.
you hit World Star.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like, tell us like that experience.
You in the studio with Beans
and Max B. Something like a studio cipher.
Well, in that particular situation, I was just chilling now because it's like, man, I don't care. Mm-hmm. So, you know, shouts to C. You know what I'm saying? C hit my phone like, Vibe, what's up? We going out the city. But I'm so high and don't care about nothing no more. Mm-hmm. He like, meet me at McDonald's. We out right now. I got my man with me. I'm like, look, my man gonna ride in the back seat. Vibe, we're going to New York City. Oh, my fault. So I get in a car with him. You know, it's funny, but it ain't funny. I can only laugh about it now because the fog's out of my eyes.
Right.
And, you know, and the cotton's out of my ears. You know, I use my tongue less and my ears more, you know. So what happens next is this. We drive out New York. We meet the real Silver Surfer, the originator of waving.
That's Max B for those.
Max B for those that don't know, the real Silver Surfer. Yeah. French Montana's old head. Shout out to French Montana. Yeah. So it's me, C, Frenchie before he was Frenchie.
That was Chop It Down, Frenchie. That's what they Chop It Down.
I don't know who he was. He was the person getting.
He was hot to me. I was on him.
Well, I didn't know who he was because I was high and I didn't care about anything. So he was the person that was getting the E&J VSOP from it. Okay. So, and not to discredit any black man or any man that's getting it right now, what I say is the truth. You see what I'm saying? And that's all I speak. Or I'm not going to talk. I'm going to listen. So with that being said, I don't know who nobody is. You know what I mean? So I see the hospitality from the gas station where we meet Max B at. So what happens now is Max B, he like a loud whisperer, but he's flamboyant. I admired him from the gate. He pulled back rolls out the long way, but he stand on what he say. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? He like, fill them up. Who smokes cigarettes? Get them a pack of cigarettes. And then he just wild and just excited to see Sieg. Mm-hmm. You know. Short story shorter, because I got to wrap it up real quick. We go out there. We holler at Max B. Boom, boom, boom. That happens. Once we get to the projects, the nigga Max B so thorough, he pays everybody rent in the projects.
That
I'm
night.
like, where am I at? This is dirty. This is, what is going on? This is nasty. So when you get to the top on the elevator, you get off the elevator, it's plush. Everything plush. You look like you somewhere else. Yeah. And he got the whole top floor of the projects, you know? So it's a studio in there. So Frenchie in there. So when I said Frenchie was going to get the liquor, it was all love. He only went to get the liquor for us because we always drinking, you know? But a lot of people would have took that wrong. Like, oh, Frenchie was a flake. No, he was not. He was Max B. Youngboy, like I said. That's why I said it. So what happens next is we all in there getting messed up. I'm only there really to drink. Max B and Sieg is down the track. I don't even really know why I'm here.
Right.
You know? So I'm drinking. I'm falling asleep. You know what I'm saying? I don't really dig what's going on. Y'all rapping. So what happened next to that? We all in there getting fucked up and shit. And when Frenchie wake me up, and I see looking at me like, go, Vop. I go. I'm a pit bull. I go. That's what I'm there for. That's what you got me there for. Whoever think they nice, that's why C got him there. Max be like, oh, I see why you keep him around GC, man. He keep you sharper, you know, yeah, okay. What happens next is, that was the end of the story. Next question.
2000, I don't know if it was 13 or 12. Rumor hit the streets that you did a deal with Dream Chasers.
Okay.
Is that true?
Well, what the deal was is what they call an agreement deal. A co-sign agreement deal. We agree to co-sign each other. Vok, you say Dream Chasers, and Dream Chasers will say Vodka, right? So what happens next is this. Vok stand up, man. You know, Vok running a fight for whoever is going, you know, help me feed my family and make our city and give us strength. So what happens next is, you know, we recorded, got busy, boom, 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 stuff happened. Main man go to jail again, misunderstanding. Shouts to Meek, he go to jail again, and it just, you know, slowed everything down because he was the cow at that point in time. Right. You know? So everything slows down. Let's get back to Meek, let him do his 90 days or whatever. And then, you know, by that time I had a liquor deal with Dennis Rodman and all the stuff with the Bad Boy Vodka. We was going through a lot of like paperwork situations with the name Bad Boy because of the Bad Boy Pistons, or you know what I'm saying? Like, so, and Bad Boy Puff, because you know what I'm saying? Like lawyers was talking and shows was lined up, but you know, because I don't care, because I'm arrogant, you know, and I ain't see then what goes up must come down, laws of gravity. So short story short, you know, it fell through, everything falls through, and I go back to the drum board.
Did y'all ever do any songs?
Yeah, we recorded some songs.
They ever come out?
See, what happens is this. When we was making the music, he went to jail.
So he still got everything?
So they hold the music until whenever it gets figured out.
Where you get your flow from? The crazy, like you don't really ride too many beats like that. You like you really like make the beat your own.
See, what happens is this. You know, I like to read. You know, when I write, I'm very knowledgeable. You know, but I'm very painful. You know, so I'm very serious. So when I write, you know, it's a stress reliever. So as far as the flow, how this happens is this. When you've been rapping as long as me, 20-something years, I come up off of the people like Biggie and like, you know. So I used to emulate their style. So when I used to hear Jigga what? Jigga who? I did a remix myself. If I was on the track. Told me how to change to a fast flow. You know, until you develop your own flow, of course. But you know, I was, you know, I admired these people that I was listening to. You know, so I grew, I matured, I listened to them. I know what they can and can't do. You know. So you change the flow, so they can't catch you because they're gonna copy it for you. And before they even see you coming, you gotta change it again. That's how they never was able to catch me.
And you probably like the only one that really like rap like that. Like Ain't nobody.
Well,
really
because I
got
love
anybody.
rap. They love money and fame.
You got any new stuff coming out?
See what's happening now is freezing season about to drop probably December, January. We just getting everything in gear. We mixing down now. It's gonna be a 10 John. Me and my man Antarctica. Shouts to Antarctica. I'm gonna have the weather lady narrating the joint. So after everything cool I say, she was like, yeah, it's 2 degrees outside, ladies and gentlemen. Put your coats on.
Questions for Vok, man?
I mean, if you could bless us.
Oh
Nigga
man,
got
I
the dope.
appreciate
That nigga
y'all,
got the
man.
dope,
Thank
man.
y'all, man. No question, man. Listen, man, it's always a pleasure, man. Feel free to call my phone, man. We can always work. I'm gonna always be here for y'all to give y'all strength. I'm not here to fake nothing for y'all. You can ask me anything. As it says so with this interview, I'm not hiding nothing. I don't have nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna spend something. Where am I? Here we go. They'll never take me alive. I'm getting high with my Tech 9. Life's up and downs is living proof you ain't flatline. I learned how to not cry and give a fake smile, and that alone should give you the strength not to drown. Mama said I was a king, and to protect my crown, don't let them play you out your life or play you a clown. Let them play hard to get. I play hardly found. And rest in peace to my niggas who ain't even dead. They just living on life terms, alive in their head. I got more viewings under my belt than CNN. And it's never gonna stop. And I forgot where it began. Drinking February 11s on October 10th, 2006. I turned myself in for a lick. And Bo had just died. It wasn't making no sense. I left my prints in a few penitentiaries. That was quick. Because I was drinking myself, smoking myself, dumping my shit. Outrageous too much. Overthinking myself sick. I learned patience too much. I stopped letting my anger win. Because it remind me of the grave or of the pen. So much pain. I thank y'all, man. I can't wait to do this again. Shouts to everybody I love. Salute to the GG. Salute back. Y'all know where to follow me at. 215 Vodka. Everything. SoundCloud. Twitter. Instagram. You name it. The name of the game is the Never See Vodka Coming. And ladies and gentlemen, when you see me coming, it's already too late. I'm already home. So that's the game for y'all. I love y'all. Shout outs to y'all for having me here, like the beginning of this conversation. But like all good things, we must come to an end. Please show the same love to my friends.